just trying to get more people through the process so I can build that lookalike audience before my EP comes out, you know?
Right.
So I figured my first ad was 2 minutes long. So I figured I'd just loosen up the restrictions a little bit and just started sending like 25 percenters through as well.
How long is your first video?
It's 2 minutes plus, or it's about 2 minutes.
Okay. Another thing that you can consider, like you can keep it at 50% or 75% and just cut a shorter piece of your video, you know, use like 60-second videos. So I just told, I was on a call earlier with somebody, and I basically told them if they shorten their videos down, they'll get more 75% watchers. Make sense? Because a lot of people aren't staying on for longer than a minute, you know, they're clicking off anyways. So, you know, you might want to experiment with cutting down the size of your video in the filter. So if you run, but do it consistent. Like don't have one 4-minute long video and one 1 minute long video. That doesn't make sense because you'll lose most of your people on the 4-minute videos. So just do like 3 60-second videos if you want to do it that way. You know, you just keep it consistent. And really, if you want to, you can. Nothing says you can't lead them to watch the full video at the bottom of the ad. You know, so you can run a 60-second piece and then, you know, click to watch full. That's fine. You know, you can get them over, especially, you know, what he was doing is he was, you know, he was trying to get subscribers. So even in his filter with the 3 filtered videos, he was running 60-second videos where I told him to, and then with the button below, it's leading to the channel for subscription, you know, with the little trick that I showed you guys, the subscription trick. You know, so basically, you know, if you cut the video shorter and then have a click to watch full on all of your filter ads, then lead them to your channel to subscribe. I mean, you might get some subscribers out of that as well. But most importantly, you'll start seeing more people through the funnel because they're shorter videos. So you'll be, you know, it's easier to watch to get somebody to watch 75% of a 60-second video. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. The one question I did have for you was, well, actually I had a bunch, but I'll just start with 2.
Oh, you had a bunch?
Yeah. So when I'm running to a cold audience, if I'm running multiple ads to that cold audience, is Facebook accounting for that automatically, or are they showing the same 2 ads to the people, or how does that work? How does that interchange?
Like if you're running multiple ads to the same audience, you mean?
Yeah.
Basically, if you're running multiple ads, it depends on your audience. So like Facebook is never going – there's no way like if your potential reach is like 20 million and you run 3 ads all to those same similar artists, there's no way that the same people are going to see – I mean, they might see all 3 of those ads, but the likelihood of it because, you know, like Facebook, when you run an ad, is not reaching the entire 20 million people unless your budget is super high, you know? So unless you raise your budget, you're never going to reach the entire, you know, 20 million potential reach. I would say, though, yes, there is a potential that, you know, if you run multiple ads to the same audience, they'll all be seeing those ads. Yes. You know?
Yeah, I don't want there to be any detriment by running ads to the same audience and not like split testing or whatever.
Right. Well, you shouldn't be running several ads to a cold audience anyways. That's a waste of money.
You know? Yeah. So, okay, on that point then, how many people, I know you said 10,000 initially, like to build that lookalike audience, when will it be like an effective lookalike audience or at least start to being effective? How many people do we need?
So you can start building a lookalike audience at 1,000 watchers. Like once you have 1,000 people filtered, you can start to build your lookalike audience.
Okay.
The more people you get from that point on, the more refined and the better your lookalike audience is going to be. You know,
gotcha.
So you can do it with 1,000 people, absolutely, and they'll still be able to analyze and find, you know, 2 million, 4 million, whatever the whole stack. You know, they'll be able to analyze 1,000 people and use them. What up, Johnny? So this is what I was talking about with Johnny earlier, actually, Derek. And I told him the same thing. I said, you can actually use 1,000 people and create a lookalike audience. So all you have to do is, you know, and I recommend for those of you who are having trouble getting traffic through, focus on that being a goal. Get 1,000 people that you can create a lookalike audience with. Because at that point, once you have that lookalike audience and you start running your preview ads and you test my strategy, you'll see results. You know, so that's kind of what you can absolutely get your costs down with 1,000 people creating a lookalike audience. You know.
Yeah. So my biggest concern is I'm running against the timeline here because the EP is coming out on May 4th. I got my preview ads set up, but I don't have the audience scaled enough to put this strategy into effect effectively to pre-sell it the way that you kind of talked about.
So you haven't had 1,000 people watch all 3 of your videos yet?
I haven't had, no, and I haven't had 1,000 people watch 75% of the third video. That's what I'm saying.
So how many people have you had watch 75% of your third?
I'm sorry, you're breaking up a little bit here.
I said, how many people have you had watch 75% of your third video?
Let me refresh here. So I just changed the settings, but I think it's only, yeah, it's pretty weak. Only 39 people have made it to 75% of the third video.
Right. Okay.
Which is bad.
Yeah, no. Make your videos shorter, drop to 50%, get that 1,000 people in there, you know. But whatever change you make to one ad, make it all 3. So if you're gonna drop it to 50% watchers and do shorter videos on all 3 and 50% watchers on all 3.
Right. So that adjustment I made to my second ad yesterday has dropped the cost down a lot.
The other way to do this, Derek, to get more people in is increase budget, obviously.
Sorry.
You know, if you increase budget, you'll get more traffic. It says my internet connection is unstable. Dude, this damn hotel Wi-Fi.
Jeremy, you're breaking up. I'm not hearing you clearly here.
Can you hear me? What about now?
Okay, I got you now.
All right, you got me now. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm sorry. What did you say there?
I said the other way to drive more traffic quickly is obviously to increase the budget. You know? Did you hear it? Yo. Am I cutting out on you guys? Shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it just keeps cutting out, dude. I'm guessing you're saying increase your budget. Yeah, and at least me.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. Hold on. Can everybody else hear me fine? Donnie, can you hear me, or is it like cutting out still? Let me see something real quick. All right, I'm back. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you can hear me better now? All right, good. All right, so yeah, the other way to increase traffic quickly is obviously to increase the budget a little bit. What is your budget at, 10, 5?
10 on the first ad and 5 on the second two.
Okay. And what are your numbers? What are your 75% watchers on your first one?
811, and it's a 2-minute video.
811.
Yeah.
You've only got 811 views? Well, how many days does that run?
On 75% for 75%.
Gotcha. How many total views?
Total views are for 10 second or for 3 second?
Like 3 second views.
17,278.
Hold on. So you have 17,000 views and only 800 of them watch 75% of the way through? Can you hear me? Oh, it's cutting out. Hold on.
No, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So yeah, only 800 watch your whole video. You might want to shorten the video. Like that one. Like if, dude, now I want to see what video you're talking about.
I'm gonna play it for you right now. I'll send it to you right in the chat, just so you know. And you can tell me if it blows wiener or not.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know if I tune out after a minute.
That might be the case though, because it's a long ass video, and these people don't know us at all. So
yeah.
You know.
Well, remember what I told you, man. Cut the best part out of the song and put it up there. You know, like cut the best 60 seconds out of it and put it there and run it. You know.
Right. Here, let me get it for you. Let's see. Facebook post with comment is where you'll see it, right? Or view on Facebook?
Yeah, here, hold on. Did you send it to me?
No, I'm going to put it in the chat right in a second here. As soon as I can get the link to it.
Gotcha. Yeah, Facebook post with comments, yeah. What up, Johnny? You doing riding around in the car?
Yep, on my way to another show.
On your way to another show?
Yep.
All right, let's see. So this is the video you're talking about.
This is ad one.
All right, let's see.
Tears on the page, don't write me off, no. I don't wanna be the right one said I'm wrong. I don't wanna be
Okay. All right. All right, listen, guys. Listen very carefully. I'm going to say something, and I do not want everybody to freak out about this, okay, because I know you guys will. Derek, send me your video and let me cut a sexier promo for you.
Okay.
Okay? Who did your editing?
Me.
It's boring. Okay? Look, send me that video. I'm going to cut a better promo for you, and then I want you to run it and tell me if that makes a difference. The reason I said don't everybody freak out because I know now everybody's going to send me their video and want me to cut their video, right? And I can't do that for everybody. But send me that. Like, first of all, okay, the music is good. So when you start out, like, you want to get right to the music. You want to get right to the meat of of what it is, you know? You have a very intro shot. And that intro shot is, you're probably having some people click off on that there. But the idea of catch their attention and hold it for 60 seconds still applies. So if you send that video, I'll recut it. And because here's the deal, like, if you have 17,000 views, guys, there's no reason why there's only 800 people that are watching the whole video. You know, you should have at least 50% that are in your 75% watchers category. So, and it might just be that if you have a fast-paced song, you cannot have a slow cut. You know, you can't have a slow edit on a fast. It throws people off. You know.
Hey, Kevin, reach your mic.
Who's there? Oh, what's up, Kevin? What's up, Kevin? So, guys, Kevin is new. Kevin's new to beta, right? So, we just added him like a day or so ago. So, I'm sure he's gonna have a lot of questions that I've already answered for some of you guys. But you know, I'm sure he does. Kevin, how are you feeling so far about going through the course?
Dude, I'm pretty good, man. I really enjoy it. So Johnny Chase is a good buddy of mine, and a lot of my questions that I have kind of already been answered by a lot of you guys. So I'm getting all the the notifications and updates and whatnot, and I'm just doing my best to filter it all out. And if it's cool with Johnny, I'm kind of using him as like a testing ground, because I know that Johnny had put out a video for you guys, well, for the program already, and kind of did some testing with everything. So I just want to make sure that I have all the balls like ready to roll by the time that I put out video one, for the rest of them. So.
Yeah, there's a few people in the group chat that post random stuff that'll throw you off. So just try to ignore some of that. Like there's a few people in there like Kat who just talk and talk and talk.
Yeah.
It's all good. She does provide some relevant, answers.
Yeah, no, well, it's yeah, definitely. You guys are all kind of way ahead of me. So
Right, but not too far. So there's a reason why I kept the rest of the course locked. If you're wondering, some of the videos modules are still locked because people are still asking questions about the Facebook portion.
Right. Yeah. Well, are you guys planning on doing a call tomorrow?
Yes, I normally do. My beta call on Wednesdays. So I was just looking I was just bored. We were sitting here chatting, so I'm just gonna hop on and see who I can get attention from.
Okay. Well, right on, man. What time tomorrow are you guys doing it?
Normally evening time. So I don't know. Since y'all are on, y'all tell me what I'm.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm open for whatever. Johnny and I, we do a lot of the handful of the hotel gigs in St. Louis, so I'm sure him and I will both be randomly looking for it. So I'm open for whatever. I don't play till 8, but if that's whenever you guys decide to do the video call, I'll just do my best to be part of it.
Are you guys on Central Time or?
Yeah.
So 8 o'clock Central. So that would be. So if I went on 7 Central, that'd be 8 p.m. over here on the East Coast.
Okay.
And that'd probably give you a little time to hop on and check it out. Derek, I know you just sit around the house. So. No, I'm just kidding. What time are you good tomorrow?
Derek or Kevin?
Derek, can you hear me? Derek Allen.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I said, what time are you good tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I actually have a conference all day, so I can't catch anything. So.
So you're gonna be wanting that. You're gonna be wanting that recorded video call, huh?
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, that would be cool. But I ask a lot of questions, so most of my questions get answered. I can always get them recorded, but
right. No, I need to post my call from last week. I didn't post it yet. I need to upload the call from last week.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
It'll help a lot of you guys. So I'll go ahead and do that right now, I guess. I gotta upload it.
I think that would definitely catch up.
Jeremy, before I make you do any work cutting my video, I cut another clip for the EP preview I was talking about. I'll send that to you, and if you think that's better to use for the first ad, maybe that'll save us some time and energy.
Right.
Okay. So,
I still think maybe if you drop it down to 60 seconds, you'll have more people watch it.
This one is only 45 seconds, but I plan on using that for that preview, and I set up all the previews on it that you showed us the other day in the Midnight Teas.
Right. Okay. All right. Yeah, you should be able to. I don't know what your other two look like. That's just the thing. Sometimes it might not be your song. It might just be the way the video is cut, the way the video looks. So it's really I don't want to sit there and say that you got to have perfect videos and perfect audio to make this happen, because that's not true at all. But at the same time, if you are seeing that much of a drop off, to reconsider what your content looks like and how it sounds.
Yeah, and one of my problems is all this video has been cut from live shows, because I actually don't have any official videos yet because we're still so new. But
dude, the other thing is you could just do a Facebook Live and play some damn music, and then run an ad on that, But bottom line, if you can get 75% watchers to your second video, if you get people who watch 75% of the first one and 75% of the second one, there's nothing that says you can't go ahead and create a lookalike audience and run that, The third step is just an extra filter, There's nothing that says you can't take a lookalike audience from 2 and run it.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Corey? What's going on, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, Jeremy?
Good, man. Good. I was bored. So I was I'm just gonna hop on and see who I can grab, to talk to me. Plus, I know I've been working on some business deals. So I've been out of the group for a couple of days, not really answering questions. Yeah. Yeah. So Derek, what are you gonna do, bud? You gonna shorten that down, or just send me the other one? Yeah.
I'm gonna cut it down and recut a little bit of it to add a little more interest. Because I have so the problem with it was that was just a live show that we did and had recorded.
Yeah.
I don't have any official videos. I just have an acoustic one of that song that I can mix in with some shots from that, and I'll probably just merge them together.
Why not just the acoustic video by itself?
That's what I'm running a different song, just acoustic, on Ad 2.
Yeah.
So that's why I was layering them to create some variety. Like this was the live, then the acoustic video, and then the third was like a cover.
So look, here's another thing that you can do, right? So if you have one filter set up with 3 videos, and if you don't think it's running the way it should be running, right, and you're not getting the results you should be getting, do this. Just create an entire second filter and just rearrange your video. You know, use your third one first or your second one first, and just rearrange them. And instead of doing $10 a day on one, run 2 different filters and do $5 a day on both of them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so instead of setting up one filter, $10, $10, and $10, do 2 filters, just switch the arrangement of the videos and do 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. It's the same money.
Then after that, are you going to do those audiences?
And then what you do is after a day or so, see which one's working better, and you kill the other one.
That makes sense.
They're both working good.
That's good. What if they're both working good?
I mean, if they are both working good, you take both of those after the third video, take both those 75% audience and do lookalikes and stack them like that.
I mean, my point is, in his situation right now, they're not both. They're not doing good. So all I'm telling him to do is create another 3 filter system and just rotate his videos out to see, because sometimes it's your first video that's deterring people from watching. You know? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, just run the filter again, rearrange your videos, right? And then after a day or 2, you'll see which one's most effective, and then delete the other one. So like if it works better with your third video being first and your second video being last, then run it that way. But you have to test it. So just test it with $5 on each one. You know?
Okay.
Not to be too crazy complicated, but at the end of the day, like I said, you can always just take 75% watchers of the first one and the second one and create a lookalike audience with it. You know,
right.
If you get and you could even, I mean, if you get,
What does that do?
What is it? What?
What does that do to your super product? Make it costly if you're not going through that third filter?
I mean, your cost might be a little higher, but at the same time, we're in the business of continuing to refine our audience to get our costs down anyway. So if you can get it down to 0.002 or 3,
It's still way better than
then you can work again to get it lower. Can y'all hear me? I'm like echoing.
That's actually probably someone's mic who's on a delay, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's mine's on because I have on a Bluetooth thing here, car speaker.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's better.
I'll unmute my.
Yeah. So try to rearrange your videos, man. That might be the simple solution.
Okay.
I don't know. Which one do you think is the best one?
I don't know, man. I wish I had better video, to be honest with you.
Then test it. You know what I mean? Like test it. Test the arrangement. I mean, there's nothing that says you have to do one filter system of 3 videos and that's it. Like you can create 3 filter systems with those same 3 videos, just rearranged differently and then split test. And in 2 days, you'll know which one to use. Because in 2 days, you'll know which one's getting which one's getting better results. And then you just, you stop the ads on the ones that aren't, and you just run the filter that's working. Like that part is trial. At the same time, too, like the whole point of creating a lookalike audience is to find enough individuals, 1,000 individuals that cared enough to watch through your videos. So if you absolutely have only one video that's decent and the rest of your videos are complete garbage, then you can take all the 100% watchers of the one video you have and create a lookalike audience. And then from there, what it's going to happen is when you try to push your main music video or your main video, whatever, your cost might be 0.003 or 0.002. But what you can do from that push, then everybody who watches your video, create another lookalike audience, and it'll knock your cost down. So basically, like if you're having trouble, once you create a lookalike audience, if you're still at 0.002 or not down to the 0.001 level, you can just run the ad, get some views, take those viewers, and create another lookalike audience. Because now you're not creating a lookalike audience of the viewers from the filter, you're creating a lookalike audience of the viewers from the video that you're pushing. So it always runs in cycles. So you just keep refining it down. And I know that probably confused the hell out of some of you guys. But that's all right, because you guys are all going to be beasts at this really soon. And I know there's like 40 other people that we're missing on this call right now, so they're missing this information. It was a spur of the moment call. Tomorrow, guys, I will actually be doing the weekly beta call, and it'll be in the evening, probably 8 p.m. my time, and I'm on the East Coast. So if y'all can jump on then. We'll do some more screen sharing and stuff, and actually go through your shit, because I know some of you still need it. And I haven't had time to go through the group chat and look at all the questions that people have asked, but I did see. Thank you guys. Look, I did see that some of you were stepping up to answer those questions for people, and that's good. A lot of you guys are getting proactive in the group chat, answering the questions, and yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So I'm actually gonna. Does anybody, Corey? You got any questions before I hop off here, man? I'm gonna hop off here in a second. I just didn't have them.
I loved your video that last video that you put up, Jeremy, in regards with the video, as far as with the 4th video, and as far as marketing, and as far as sending out our CDs. And I think probably one of my questions for tomorrow night will be, as far as if we are wanting to use Amazon, as far as the best way to be able to to set that up and to be able to get that going. What I've been doing right now is working on my landing page and that. But I want just to kind of get an idea as far as how to be able to set that up, as far as when it comes to the shipping, and whether or not Amazon is able to press CDs, or if they don't press CDs, and what's the status on that. I spoke with a representative yesterday, and she had given me the cost as far as how much it was going to be per cubic foot, and said that they don't make the CDs. So I just wanted to try to get a little bit of clarification about that, before comes to the point where I'm going to be sending out CDs to those customers.
The cost per cubic foot?
Right. As far as storing them, she said that they don't make the CDs. So if I wanted to go ahead and do ship, my CDs there to Amazon, that they could go ahead and they can store them there, and then they can ship them out accordingly.
Right. So yeah, you have to send them in for them to hold in inventory. So that's not really a print on demand service. Your print on demands, like the thing about, so several of your album providers, like DistroKid or CD Baby, disc makers, look at disc makers. I knew they print on demand, so look at disc makers and see what their cost is.
Right, and I have used them, and I've had pretty good service with them, but I wasn't sure as far as with Amazon, as far as like a print on demand, if they if they did do that, as far as CDs or not?
I don't. There are several third-party companies that work through Amazon that do print on demand, and I'll have to look and see. I've got several different artists who are running PODs with several different companies. Selecto Hits out of Tennessee, out of Memphis, is one of those companies that is working with a few of my artists, and they're pretty good. I mean, these guys have put out probably, for one of my artists, they put out probably 30,000 albums a month. So
what's the name of the company?
Selecto Hits.
It's Delecto with a D?
No, Selecto.
I'm sorry.
SELECT, Selecto Hits. So, and are you looking? You're looking to just run those free plus shipping offers, or what are you trying to do, Corey?
Yeah, I really love the idea as far as with the free shipping offer, and I think that's pretty powerful as far as being able to build a fan base like that. So I'm really wanting to to do that, and I'm working on building a new website, but I'm going to use my current website, and so my new website is going to be built with Thrive Themes, and I know that they have landing pages and that you can build there. So I'm looking at putting a landing page together using Thrive Themes and take it from there.
Well, here's the other thing too, right? So you guys are missing one important factor. Like, you do have time to actually build up a CD inventory, because when you're pre-selling albums, those albums don't get released until the album releases.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're running an album pre-sale, then if you run an album pre-sale 1 month out, then you let them know that the album will be shipped to you in 30 days or 15 days or whatever. What a lot of people do is they'll say this album will be shipped to you in 30 days, but here's an instant download of the music. So once they buy, you give them an instant download of the music and tell them their album will be there in 30 days. That gives you time to fulfill the order, and that gives you money to fulfill the order as well. So if you take in 3,000 pre-orders or pre-sales on your album, right, and you say the album will be shipped in 30 days, you have 30 days to fill that inventory. So then with the money that you've made off those 30 albums, all you have to do is order albums and get them shipped out.
Right.
So it's really not that hard. It's not like as soon as they order the album, you have to ship it to them. You can say, hey, the album will be shipped to you in 30 days, right? So that gives you the opportunity to collect more money from other people before you have to fulfill a CD order.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, I know for a fact, Selecto Hits, we were getting albums for $1.25 in the jewel case with graphics.
Wow. That's cheap.
Yeah, so Selecto Hits was pressing them up for $1.25, jewel case and wrapped.
Wow.
So, and wrapped in plastic. So you might want to consider that, but by the way, you can go ahead and pre-sale, because they don't know you don't have them already. So go ahead and pre-sale and then collect your money and then make your order for however many CDs you have to ship out. Because the CDs ship out you could ship a CD out in 7 days, 3 days, 7 days, 10 days, depending on what you want to do. You don't have to go through Amazon. The benefit of ordering CDs and sending them to Amazon for them to ship out is they do ship internationally, and you can embed their shopping cart right into your website.
Right.
So you can embed your shopping cart right into your funnel or website, and it's seamless. So you don't have to go to 2 different sites and plug in information.
Cool. Thanks, Jeremy, very much.
You know what I'm saying? But the other thing that you can do with Amazon too is just send them a list of all of your buyers, like a CSV file, and they will ship them all out, once you pay them. And with ClickFunnels, I hate keep bringing up ClickFunnels, but with ClickFunnels, you can export a list of all your buyers and then just send it right over to Amazon, and they'll fulfill the order. But like I said, Selecto Hits also does that. So they're a distributor, and they're in Tennessee there. So they're local to you, Corey. They're real close to you, like an hour, a couple hours.
Right.
So there's a couple of guys that I work with in Nashville, and what they do is they freaking drive a van over there to Selecto Hits, pick up 30,000 albums, and drive them back to Nashville. And I'm not saying you got to do 30,000, because they'll ship them to you, they'll mail them to you too. But at the same time, here's what I recommend. Run your album pre-sales. If you're starting a pre-sale campaign for the first time, run your pre-sales like 2 months out. Like, why the hell not? You're just practicing to see how many pre-sales you can get, you know? So run it a month out or whatever. Derek, I know you got some stuff coming up, you know. Just run your pre-sale campaign, see how many sales you get. It's not hard to fill an order of a couple hundred CDs, you know. But as far as, you know.
Question on that real quick, Jeremy.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you're talking the video you put out the other day. It looked like you weren't doing actually hard copies. You were just doing the iTunes and Google Play links on that.
If you're doing a free plus shipping offer, it has to be a hard copy.
Okay, so we're talking about a free plus shipping offer
Right.
for a pre.
So if you're running a free plus ship, because I mean you don't ship a digital product. So there is a little trick that I use to actually get people. Some people say it's immoral, but I agree 100% that it is the way to go. And here's what you do. You basically run that offer, free plus shipping to buy the album. You take their payment. After their payment goes through, it pops up and it says, okay, now tell me where to ship it. And they can either put in their shipping address, or right underneath it, it says, or why wait, download it now. So after you've got their payment, then you ask them, tell me where to ship it, or why wait, download it now. And 80% of them download it now, so you never have to ship it after they've already paid you for the shipping. So what happens? I've had 2 people hit me back and be like, I paid for shipping and I didn't get an album. I said, yeah, but I gave you the choice to tell me where to send it or download it. You know.
That's a questionable one.
Yeah, it is, but it isn't, right? Because it works. It works, right? But at the end of the day, if they paid for it and they bitch about it, you can always just send them a CD.
Right.
You know, because you're not losing money.
Or you send it to them anyways and say, this one's on me, pal.
The digital product costs you nothing. It's just online and it's downloadable, right? So if you throw that in there, if you say, you know, here's the free plus shipping offer, you pay for the shipping, take their payment, and then it goes to another page and it says, okay, now tell me where to ship it, right? Put in your shipping address, or why wait, download now. If they choose download now, they chose not to have it shipped.
And so those download now links, is that like ran through iTunes, or is that just like you're sending them the digital set up through your ClickFunnels page?
It can be. So look, here's the thing, guys. So a lot of people, they bitch at me and they complain. They're like, well, if I sell CDs through my funnel, that can't be tracked for Nielsen doesn't track that. They're wrong. They are 100% wrong. So actually you can report to Nielsen for Billboard as your own vendor, right? So you can report your sales being your own vendor. So if you sell through your own site and fulfill your own distribution, like you can report all of your sales to Billboard as your own vendor. All they need to see is the information on the sales and proof that the funds were obtained. You know, and they will chart you off of the sales that you make through your own personal site or your funnel. You don't have to go through iTunes or Google Play or any of that, but the reason people are up on those platforms is because those are the most well-known for albums. You know, people are actively searching for music all the time on iTunes, you know. So you have to be on those platforms, but you can sell through your own platform. And I recommend actually selling through your own platform because it's traceable. You can track every buyer. Whereas if you tell them to click off the iTunes and they click off the iTunes, well, once they're on iTunes, you can't track what they're looking at or what they're buying. Other than when you get that sales information back, when you get your money back. Because iTunes doesn't – people who buy for your album through iTunes doesn't hand you their email address. You know, iTunes doesn't hand you your buyer's information. They keep that information, and they use that information for their marketing. So it's recommended that you do sell through your own platform and then use one of those larger services for fulfillment. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Cool, man. All right, guys. Well, check this out. I'm gonna hop off here. Corey, I'll get back to you. I'll find out who everybody's using for print on demand and fulfillment, and then I'll get back to you tomorrow in the group call.
All
And
right, thank you very
I'll
much.
give you a list of options.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Because I'm not the one that physically ships the CDs out. I'm the guy who drives all the traffic for the CD sales. So I will get, but I have all that information available to me. So I'll get all that information and give it to you tomorrow during the beta call.
All right, super. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a great night. Thanks for being on with us.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Cool. Please post those links
I'll
too.
talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah. I will. Thanks for
Awesome.
reminding me. All right. Bye.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Yep.
Thanks, Jeremy.
See you, bud.